Envelope. Faster, faster. Yep.
Hey guys, so the clips that you see there are of a new project that we are producing here at RGT Media. The story, while I can't give too much away, but let's just say my character did not see this coming. So I just wanted to share with you guys how we brought this concept to life with a minimal budget and a whole lot of creativity. So the concept really came to me about, I want to say a year and a half ago. I was already in production with the first season of The Associates. And during that time, there was a web series on Instagram and on TikTok. Two actors that were on the show, General Hospital, produced a web series, and in this web series they are kind of indie detectives and private investigators, and they're investigating something. And so the way that they, it was brilliantly executed, and streamed straight to social media. And so me being the filmmaker I am, I said, okay, here's an opening. And so I dug up something that I had written back in college and just started, kind of editing and, scratching and taking stuff away. And so I kind of sat on it for a few months. And then the first season of The Associates went into post-production. And as I'm writing the second season and casting roles for the second season, the actor who you see hopping the fence, Nathan Kirby, he submitted for a character that I had casted. And I immediately connected with him and his personality and his background, and I saw him for this. And so we started talking for a couple of months, and we worked through some scheduling, and finally we brought this concept to life yesterday. It was hot here in South Florida. It was messy, as you can see in the second clip, but it was so much fun. The second clip where you see me laying on the ground covered in blood, this is the blood that I use. This is the Meron makeup. It's stage blood. It's syrup based, so it's, very, very sweet taste. It wasn't bitter or salty at all, but as you can see, I was covered in blood yesterday towards the end of filming. But luckily, it at the end of the day, it washes right off. If you wash your shirt, it doesn't lock in. So if you're ever thinking about needing stage blood, I highly recommend this. I bought this off of Amazon. I will see if they still have it in stock, and if they do, I will post the link below so you can check this out. So great day. And I wanted to share with you guys that, every time I shoot something, I learn something new about the process. And this shoot yesterday pushed me physically, but that's, I had no fear absolutely at all. When you have an incredible scene partner like Nathan Kirby that just embodies trust and is there to let you know that I got you, don't worry, it takes all the fear out of it. So shout out to you, Nathan, for just creating a safe environment and a fun experience. And shout out to my good friend Marlon Petzold, who I've known for 17 years, who, worked behind the camera tirelessly yesterday, dripped in sweat, but, his energy behind the camera was so infectious. So shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. And guys, this is what, if you've been following my channel, you've seen behind the scene clips of The Associates, and you've probably also seen a lot of my motivational content where I talk about, just not waiting for permission and just, creating something, with the resources that you have available to you. This project is what building something from the ground up really looks like. This is indie filmmaking. I will tell anybody this. When I started The Associates in 2022, I had a script, I had vision, and I had the motivation to do something. I had zero friends and connections in the industry. I didn't have, any guidance, and at the time I wasn't even, really doing my side hustle, which is permitting. Sorry for the interruptions, guys. Like, these unavailable phone call scammers, like, they aggravate me. But anyway, like I said, shooting the associates in 2022 when I started, I started from the ground up, no connections in the industry, no actor friends, just a script and, vision and, creativity and the motivation to want to do something and build my own table. But it took me putting myself out there, and it took me asking for help. And luckily I was blessed to connect with Sean Grant, who, helped me with casting and really helped me to meet some amazing people. So guys, like I say in a lot of my shorts, if you want to be successful at this, filmmaking, acting, writing, producing, you really have to make a decision to put yourself out there. And this is what can happen for you if you just trust the process and trust yourself. Amazing things can happen. So I also want to add in that this project is not connected with the associates. These are two separate stories. Both share similar, themes of corruption and, conspiracy, but the outcome, the characters, the story is totally different. So if you want to follow this journey and, or check out any of my content, please like, comment, share, subscribe, join the family and join the journey. So that's all I got for you guys. Until next time, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later.